Welcome back, guys, to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. We're on booting up our save for even more puzzles. For our second session of the game, we get this lovely Our Story So Far screen. So let's let the game give us a recap rather than me chatter on. After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. That we are. That was the recap. We are shocked, guys. Well, it was more succinct than my usual intros to an episode, isn't it? Right, well, we've got 71 puzzles solved. Supposedly 60 I've done perfectly, in a sense that I didn't have to go again, but we got 11 that I haven't. Let's continue puzzling, and I don't know if anyone else in here has now a puzzle again, if I click on them again, before we move on. So let's speak to everyone once more, and then get moving somewhere. Would you please let me know of any eligible bachelorettes you might meet on your travels? Sure. Anyone got another puzzle? You needn't worry, I assure you I will find Simon's killer myself. For now, just let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. Yep, no one wants me anymore. We're out of here. I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. And so we begin traipsing around the entirety of everywhere yet again. Our dog isn't coming along to say there's a hint coin anywhere. So let's go checking things out. Come on, chat. Reveal to me the secrets. Reveal to me the secrets of the land. Any puzzles here, chat? Check in on Ramon is our first thing to do. Good day, Ramon. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm bursting with energy, and my skin is as soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? He has no idea what happened. Oh, it's his normal bed. This is a normal nighttime routine. So what's our next move? We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. It's as Inspector Chelmy said. Solving crime is a police's job. Besides, something tells me that this case and the Golden Apple are more related than we realise. That's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor? First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the Golden Apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the butler has anything to say on the subject. You want us to go back in? Oh, Chapter 5, the hunt begins. It's finally time to start the search for the Golden Apple. Explore St Mystere for clues. I don't need to save the progress. Man, if only we continued two, dialogue things more at the end of last session. Oh, he's gone again. Well, I guess, considering the people you want me to ask, I guess I'll go back in again. Talk with Matthew is the clue here. Thank you for the follow, Duralab. Welcome to the channel. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew. Yes, my lady, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day, I'd imagine she's out walking around by the village shop. Please do me a favor and tell me that I send my regards. Tell me you send my regards. Tell her that I send my regards. Certainly. I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you all for your help, Matthew. Thank you for your help. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Yes, the one in the photo, but isn't it didn't we... Was she the one we saw first of all when we entered town? Indeed, we also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke, let's go and find the old girl. Off we go, then. The village shop is just outside the manor, right? We'll be there in no time. Yeah, but I got to talk to everyone again because stuff's going on in here. Where is it? Haha! Thanks, chat. You're helping me out. You needn't worry. Okay, you're saying the same thing. But you're not a relation. You are. If you say about the bachelorettes again... Man! You guys in your one-track minds. What did you do to Matthew, by the way? What did you do to Matthew? What happened to Matthew? Bring Matthew back. Gotta find Ingrid. Oh, I think we found Ingrid. There's something on the floor there. Can't click on it though. Oh, I can. What's that on the ground? It looks like a scrap of notepaper. What does it say, Luke? Oh, let's see here. It's just terrible. Lady Viola has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed for days. I'm no doctor, so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do? Lady Viola. Ah, I'm going to say her name many different ways. Oh, this entry must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife. My heart is heavy as I write these words. The loss of his wife has completely crushed the boss. If only there was something I could do to help. He walks around looking like he's had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Gosh, whoever wrote this must have cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family. Huh. Maybe. Wait, where did... There you go. Thanks, chat. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a stunner. What a vision. Girls like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep. Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madame. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked in the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madame. Would you mind telling us one? All right, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children, who'd never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her all the affection in the world. So where has Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's former wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madame. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a feeling that the grave might hold the clue we're looking for. Which... Time to do some grave robbing. Good old grave robbing. Lady Dahlia sure is good today. Still saying that. We gotta check around and see if there's any puzzles in the near vicinity, right? Doesn't look like it. It's usually the sweetie pot. And it still lets us wander around. I want puzzles. We haven't even done any puzzles yet. Nothing good can be said about that tower, but it's really scary. We should stay away, see? No one's really giving us any info. Maybe this is a non-puzzle section. As you come to the village hall, I strongly advise you to follow procedure and solve this puzzle. Maybe not. Oh, what puzzle are we on again? Well, this is 64. Odd equations. Oh no! Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Well, probably... 3? No, it'd be 1 less. 1. Yeah, 1. Sorry. I mean, it's probably just straight up 1 anyway. Why did I make it as 9? Like, oh, 7 plus 6 equals... Yeah. It does equals 13, but according to the equation, if it's going by the plus thing, it'd probably equal 1. But why? It goes around. Because 8 plus 6 equals 14, so we're minusing 2. The cutoff point seems to be 12. 8 minus 6 equals 2. And 7 plus 6 equals 1. Because the cutoff point is 12. I assume that I'm completely correct. But could this be akin to a dice puzzle we had earlier?
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
You are correct. This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 a.m. Move ahead 6 hours from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at the answer 1 p.m. But to be honest, you could of course start 8 p.m. and still find the solution. Yes, but equally, you're probably just going to go, well, it's probably going to be 1 anyway just because of the way that works anyway, without even realizing that it's anything to do with time. But it's right next to the clock tower again, which is where we had the dice puzzle that did this. So you gotta realize, maybe like sometimes environment is part of the clue to the puzzle. Thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. Chill guy. Now please bog off. Was that the next puzzle on our list, by the way? That was the next puzzle on our list. Looks like maybe we're actually going back that way and then coming back out this way, by the look of things. Which makes a lot of sense, and then you go through town and you start picking up the puzzles again. So let's go to the manor. Ah yes, it's going to be that way, because that is the way it works anyway. It's an amazing sentence. It's correct, though. What's up with Matthew over here? Huh. Oh, look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's former wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Viola's grave, sir. I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. This grave reminds me of a puzzle. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Viola's grave. Well, it's a very fancy one. Underground with flowers all around. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. Done really well for it, too. Here sleeps Viola, my one true love. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Viola used to take her to the park. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's diary. It should still be on the desk in my lady's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. Why, thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Well, that's kind of interesting. I feel like this is like an extra jumping on or jumping off point for the previous section. And now it's sending us really into the search what we need to. Where is everyone gone? I can search everywhere a little bit. Oh my god, I've got this space of ground that I can actually search for the first time. Gordon's not in the way. If that is his real name. Nope. This must be the diary that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's diary that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Viola when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Viola's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed his personality. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only. Changed its personality? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I'm gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. You must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this diary to go on? Haha, it's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in the village about the matter. What? I mean, of course, you're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Any more coins in here? Come on, chat. Here, chatty chatty. No woof woof yet. I'm assuming we're good. Oh, everyone's back now. Would you please let me know if... Oh, still the bachelorettes? None of these guys are going to have puzzles. This is the third time we've checked them this episode. Yeah, we'll leave you alone. Bad personality. Right, where's Matthew? Oh, you're waiting for me out here, are you, Ingrid? Oh, look who it is! Professor Layton, was it? Name's Layton, madame. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems that you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapponi fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with a fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging around that fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. Well, time to check out absolutely everywhere then. Where's Ramon gone again? To be honest, if someone tried to talk to me about puzzles 3 times in the span of 30 minutes, I would not talk to them either. Look, I'm not trying to needle them or anything. I'm just... my polite curiosity gets the best of me. How's Stash and Scarf doing? If you really want to understand St Mystere, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Nothing, Mr. Stashy Scarfy. By the way, what happened to that dude? I'm gonna say the same thing that we can't get over about the drawbridge, yeah? The dude that showed up for approximately 1 minute and looked like he was all frazzled and in the darkness. Haven't seen him since. Waiting for his grand appearance. Oh, you're not even in here? Okay. Speaking of which, I guess we haven't really done much to arrange these guys' rooms in any nice fashion. I think Luke's not got a very nice room compared to everyone else. So I think that, I think 1 rug should be more than sufficient, do you know? Do you like the cream rug? Okay, square rug. You sure they'll do it a pinch? Okay, you like round rug. Good. I rather like this chair. What do you like and what do you want? Not like. Bit square for your taste? Okay, you didn't want that. Oh, you guess you had the round one. Yeah, I don't think you'd like want the bottle. Right, what's the happiness meter? Layton's on not bad, and Luke's on But, I mean, Layton has a lot more stuff than Luke. And we just came to the inn to sort out their room a little bit more. We've only done 1 puzzle this episode, guys. We need to get a move on. How can we actually do stuff like story? That's not how this works. Where are the puzzles? Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Yes. Yes, I do. 77? That's a bit of a skip forward. 2 companies have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. So straight away, Company B pays you more because you get the raise before the year wage comes in. So, can I write? Oh, what? I can't write. So you're getting $105,000 in the first year from Company B and $100,000 from Company A. You will have earned $220,000 the second year with Company A. But with Company B, will have earned... Oh, Company B is a bit more of a paycheck, yeah. I've got to check over more years. The first year, great. If you're planning to quit after the first year, Company B. But I'm assuming that the scale of the every 6-month raise gives you more money overall. So it'd be $50,000... 105,000. You get another raise at this point. So it'll be 165,000. And you get another raise at this point. So you get 230,000, so you're getting 10k more. So every year you're accruing 5k more by the look of things.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Yeah. Nice one. As seen in the image above, if you actually work things out, you'll see that the salary for Company B will always be 5,000 higher than the corresponding salary at Company A. Did I do my math wrong somewhere in the middle of all that? Probably. It'll just be better. It was just obviously better than Company B would be the thing. Nice. Oh, you did it. Okay, I guess I should give you some info as a reward. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. I'm really wondering if my math was correct now. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so silly? Houseplant. I bet Layton would like that. Keep giving everything to Layton. Where's the fun in running around trying to help other people? Don't you feel so silly? Do I, though? I don't know. I just think an older gentleman would prefer a houseplant over a child. Well, Oh, this time I've really had it. I've thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. 76. You decide to rent some space in a flower garden, informing the owner of the garden that you need enough space for 12 plants. He tells you that there are 4 suitable allotments available A and to D. The rent for each allotment is calculated by area, but on top of the rent for the 12 plant-sized spaces, there is also a separate charge for the fence around the whole allotment. With this in mind, can you tell which allotment is the most expensive rent? Most likely D. Don't we have more fence panels on D than anything else? Just because it's so long? I can't write on this one either. So A, of course, we've got entire plots, like the center ones that don't even have any fence adjoining them. A lot of them that only have one adjoining them. So you could just count the fences. I guess like the weird, I guess the next highest one would be B. But again, there's loads of sides where it's just 2. Equally, there's loads of sides where it's just 2 for D. But I think it's just, there's more consistently 2 or 3. So for example, on B, there's down the bottom right of B, there's the top right of the bottom right square. There's a 1 where there's a 1er on some sections of B as well on the top bit. This is going to be because D is more consistently at least 2 or 3. Like, without even adding them up, I'm very confident it's D. Based on that rule.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
I'm critical. That's right, D is the most expensive, so it's 26 fences. When considering how many sides of each plant-sized square need to be fenced, you don't even need to count the length of fence in order to see that D will cost the most. No, you really don't. And I said that B was the second most. By the way, if you do add up the lengths of all the allotments, you'll find that A requires 14 sides to be fenced, B 20, C 18, and D 26. You should, of course, choose allotment A. Oh, come on! I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. No, you had to go and ruin it by answering before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a real pain in the neck? That was a on-site kind of puzzle, to be fair. Phew, rage sure works up an appetite. I'm starving. Okay, then. I'll come back to the restaurant in a second. I'll just check if there's anyone at this door. Ah, still locked shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Interesting. Nothing else to check out. Oh, there's another coin? Does this place just keep respawning? Ah, still locked shut. Yeah, it's gonna open soon. Maybe. I mean, it's here. Maybe it never opens. So what's going on in the juicy bar today? Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game? Chess. Puzzle 80? Too many queens won. So there's more than one of these. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. See if you can place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch, though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Okay. Well, let's just stick one in a corner. Stick another in another corner. Stick another in another corner. And then stick another in another corner. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I can't. Queens move that way, you idiot. So I have to weirdly stagger them. I think that's correct. Damn it. It was a good start for the formation. Don't worry. A great job, yes. No, wait, that still doesn't work because it goes this way. And these guys block this way down. Damn it. What am I thinking? Right. This is harder than I thought. I thought it was going to be simple. Why isn't it simple? Okay. I thought it was gonna be simple. No. They even block there. Oh no! Queens can move pretty much everywhere. Maybe the issue is I've got this one up. So actually I want to go a different approach. I don't know why I was placing them like they were rooks or something. So this is taking too many spaces at this point in time. So I kind of need to cut it down a bit. Go! See? It's the first one I placed that went wrong. This works because no one goes like this way, this way, this way, this way, or this way of it. So the same is true of everyone, and there's a recurring pattern. So that's correct.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key.
I know how to chess. Nicely played. Chess queen problems like this one have been around for over a century. This is a relatively simple variation of this type of puzzle. Consider it an introduction to the genre. Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry, next time there'll be an even harder puzzle for you. Stuffed chair, who will this go to? Luke, because it's blue. Doesn't he already have a chair? I don't know.